Now, Russia is warning it could make a preemptive strike against NATO's anti-missile defense shield planned for Europe if the US persists in going ahead, ignoring the Kremlin's opposition. Moscow says the system threatens its national security and is detailing its concerns at an international conference in the Russian capital with representatives from over 50 nations. Well, RT's Anissa Nawe joins us live now with more on this. Anissa, what exactly is Russia hoping to demonstrate at this international gathering?
Well, missile defense has been in a deadlock for some time now between the U.S., Russia, and NATO. And basically, Russian officials have already reiterated that sentiment, saying that if that deadlock is not resolved sometime in the near future, of course, they understand how much work needs to be done, that they will have to take responsive measures. Like you said, a preemptive strike. If there is no response from the U.S. or from NATO, this has been an issue for many years now, and Russia has made it very clear that a missile defense system, which started as planned, is already pretty much fully fledged underway in Eastern Europe, in Poland, Romania, even as far as Turkey. Russia sees that as a major threat to its national security, and officials here basically saying that they will have to move forward and take steps to protect themselves if they don't see a response from their partners in the US and in NATO. Washington for years has been trying to convince Russia that the system is not against them, that it's meant to be a deterrent against so-called rogue states like Iran and North Korea. Well, officials at this summit are going to show basically the results of research that they've done to prove that they believe both North Korea and Iran don't have the capability to reach Europe. So major questions surrounding the goals of that defense system so close to the Russian border. We also know that they're going to show a computer model of how that missile defense system affects Russian systems just outside its border, of course, especially in Poland. So real concern here from the Russian side and harsh rhetoric in response to that lack of response from the U.S. and from NATO. We're hearing a lot of similar statements about how dialogue has to happen, but really what officials needs to see, and we're hearing this certainly from the Russian side, is some kind of compromise. The way Russia sees it, the way out of this, is only if there's some kind of joint system between NATO and the Russian Federation, and that is something that hasn't gotten quite positive response from the U.S. Or from NATO officials, continuing to try to prove their point, really, about why they believe this is such a threat to Russia's national security. With that said, no major breakthroughs are expected. It's an election year. Let's not forget that open mic in South Korea when President Obama told Medvedev to hang in there, that compromises could come after the election, and it's election year, of course, in many countries across the globe in 2012. So we have to take that into consideration. And also the fact that invited to this summit, but not taking up on that invitation, was NATO Secretary General Anders Fogh Rasmussen, who declined, but his spokesperson saying that that in no way represents his openness or readiness for dialogue. But that's not going to be taken as a very good sign ahead of an upcoming major NATO summit in Chicago at the end of this month. What it seems like we're going to hear from officials as this two-day summit wraps up is that there needs to be baby steps, that this is a difficult issue. Both sides are going to push to the end to defend their interests.
Okay, Anissa Nawe, thanks for that update.